Well, folks, here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for, the Neuland BigOne Art. Can you believe it? This was the most frequently asked question that I've ever gotten in any of my in-person classes is, when is Neuland going to come out with the BigOne Art marker? And they finally have. This is such a treasure. So you do open it just like you would all of the other big ones, popping the top with your thumb. It comes with the ergonomic grip, the nose, it's refillable, and the nibs are replaceable. So let's talk about, how do you hold the marker with confidence and ease? So these are just a couple of tips. If you decide now to use the art marker for titles or banners, you can get a really big size. And so I'm going to go ahead and draw a little bit of brush. Let's do it down here so that you can see it. Oh, this is a nice juicy marker. And I'm using the Hand Lettering Learning Pad by Neuland. And so the confidence that you can get from holding this art marker really comes from, do you know your lines and do you know your strokes? So you saw me break down each one of these letters into strokes. You can learn that in the Unlock Your Neuland Markers, the brush letterings section. And the secret to that is really understanding the thickness that you want to be writing at, being consistent with it, and the angle of your marker. So notice that when I drew the thickest line, I'm as most horizontal and I'm pressing the hardest. And then just like a ratchet, I'm going to go up a little bit higher. I'm not going to press as hard, and I'm going to have a slightly thinner line and go up a little higher, not press as hard, have a slightly thinner line. And when I'm doing my thin ups, I'm going to do as thin as possible. And notice that my angle. So as a righty, I'm going to angle my marker up and to the left. For most lettering styles, not all, definitely for brush lettering. And for a lefty, chances are you're going to angle down and to the right so you can get these nice thick downs and thin ups. There's also lefty versions of some of my videos, thanks to Laura Lahai in the Lefties portal. You can check that out as well. Also know that you can use this marker and use any type of brush lettering style like Sign Painter. It's a little big for the C. Wacky Western, National Parks, any of the lettering styles that you normally write with the traditional #1 art marker, you have the same versatility as the big one, but it's much bigger. So be sure to use those ergonomic grips. Now, as you know, the marker comes from the factory in a nice conical shape. But if you're using those ergonomic grips all the time, eventually what will happen is an underbelly will form on your marker. And what I have found is that the simple way to alleviate that is to change the nib, which these are interchangeable. But if you're working on the fly and you can't quite do that, a simple fix is to flip the marker around, and you can still get, and it might even show up a little bit thinner because it's going the other direction, you'll still get that great shape. So good luck. My advice to you is that if you want to have confidence with the finesse and grace of using the big one, learn brush lettering. And if you want to have the confidence of nice, bold, confident lines, learn Sign Painter. Check out this and other classes at letslettertogether.com. Thanks, Neuland.